Hello, hello, what is up, YouTube friends? Phoenix61 here with some more World of Warships Legends, right? So, Star Trek Collab starts today, so when you sign in, you'll see that menu that prompts you to go to the store and spend all your money, right? So, but yeah, this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty interesting. I think these are straight up commanders, which is kind of nice. They're not just Geises, so you do get some unique and just they're always just slightly better perks, right, than what your standard commander is. At least that's what kind of how I feel, right? But as always, like my thoughts and feelings on paid commanders is there's nothing that can't be overcome. You know, if you don't want to pay real money for stuff, there's nothing that can't be overcome with a little bit better skill and playstyle, right? So couple of new ships in here, so I'm just really quickly going through their stats for you. So if you're interested in these types of screens, you'll have to hit the pause button for a hot minute because I don't want to go through and just take up too much time for the video, right? Just want to briefly show everyone what's here and what's new and what you can do, right? So this is a British cruiser. It looks very tier 6 British cruisery. Right, like very like a lot of other British cruisers, right? You do only get AP shells with this one. You know, above average armor thickness, great, but yeah. It did look like it has a longer range secondary battery than most British cruisers would. So, and then the commander might be able to pair with that too. So we'll look at the commander as well. And then yes, a tier 6 French battleship here. That I think might be similar, where you might be able to do a secondary build. I'm not 100% sure because it did look like the commander that would kind of go along with this would also work. Yeah, so this does say it's above average secondary reach. I don't remember what the actual range was when I was scrolling through the specs, but it's there. So I'm gonna guess that'd be a good idea for this ship. Maybe maybe it's like a kind of a smaller Flandre, right? I don't know. Yeah, so if you get it, great. Yeah, so there is, yeah, you can do enhanced secondary targeting or any of your plane choices, right? And then you do get sonar, 5.4 kilometer range sonar. That's pretty sweet with, that's pretty good range, right? And then these are just skins, right? So this is an Akatsuki skin, and then this is an Enterprise skin. I'll show that off a little bit later. And then here are the commanders.
Affirmative.
I'll do the voice play.
Those who own information own the world.
I'm not too excited about yeah, sure. Base rate is torpedo speed and engine boost cooldown time for her. I will very quickly go through these other the other items in here, right? A lot of these are like standard stuff that you would see for normal command, right? There's usually like one or two that are slightly different, right? So maybe this one, yeah, better torpedo detectability and better concealment. And then yeah, these are all kind of normal ones. So yeah, so that's what you would get out of that, is sneakier torpedoes basically. We will go to Picard. And do the voice play for him.
I appreciate your help. Set up the smoke concealment. Best wishes for
Well, it's very obviously not Patrick Stewart, but I don't know, it did a good job of making it kind of sound like him. So this is very obvious that this is meant to be paired with the Enterprise, the new carrier for the Americans, and that is the campaign ship right now, right? So I think this, there's some AP shell damage choices here that might be good. An alarm going off on my phone. Yeah, so these might be good. I think that was one thing that people kind of felt was lacking with the Enterprise, was since you have AP bombs, you're not triggering fires, and that's kind of the you know, the goal for, yeah, here you go. You could double up on AP shell pen multiplier with this perk and then the one before, right? But then you'd miss out on fully packed, which I love for carriers too. So yeah, but yeah, I think that was one area where it was lacking, was damage doing for the Enterprise. So that might help mitigate, right? We'll do voice play for Gowron.
Bring me all the data about our foes.
And then he is, what was he, the, is this going to be the British, yeah, the British cruiser commander, so he might go well with the British cruiser, the new British cruiser. So yeah, so most of these perks in here are standard cruiser perks. I think your unique one's going to be this one down here on the right, which is Sword of Kalas. Main battery shells that travel less than 7 kilometers deal extra damage. So yeah, if it's trying to get you to basically make a brawler build with a cruiser, I guess. So we'll have to see what this ship can do, right? If you can get it. You can get a couple of the crates for free-ish, I like to say. Yeah, let's go and let's check out this ship again. Yeah, so yeah, British ship. And then I want to look at artillery. Yeah, so the lower one, secondary armament, yeah, starting range is 6.5 kilometers. So then if you build into that with your mods, if there's a, you know, if there is a mod for better secondary range, and then you pick that commander to pair with it, you might have something there. I don't know. I'm not crazy excited about it, but there might be something there, right? And then Spock, voiceover.
Always invite danger. We need more data. Will comply with the given instructions. Set a smokescreen.
Yeah. HP restored by repair party per 1% loss. That's interesting. That might be good for, you know, since this is his base trait, you could put that on your British battleships that already have the like super zombie heal and get even more out of it, maybe. But this looks like, yeah, this looks like another, you know, secondary battery build commander. So this would probably, you know, you're going to pair this with the new French ship, or really any French secondary ship. This is interesting. I think Master Mechanic, isn't this normally on the last row? So normally you have to choose between Master Mechanic and, like, Porcupine. But here, you'd get that plus this fascinating, interesting name. Spock name, yeah. Yeah, resulting in, yeah, but you could get, yeah, you're getting more damage from secondaries and better shell, way more better damage and way better shell grouping from secondaries. It looks like if you're shooting at them with main guns as well, and then you could, oh yeah, properly meticulous is the one I was thinking of. Normally you have to choose between the Master Mechanic and one of these, right? Because I thought they were normally on the same row for other commanders, so now you would be able to get both. Running with scissors, Farsight, no fight fire with fire. Sorry for those folks that like that. Yeah, it looks like some flags just from the, you know, for Star Trek stuff, right? And then we'll take a quick look at the crates. Obviously, you can buy crates. You can buy lots of crates for 1,000 doubloons. No limit on these, right? So, I mean, the chances are pretty good. It looked like it was like a 10. We'll go. I'll just really briefly bring it up here on my, because I'm on my console. Yeah. Then there's the hybrid ship crates too, but right now. But yeah, these are. Yeah, I mean, Star Trek Commander, 10% chance. Like, that's not half bad. And 10% chance for a skin, and a 6% chance for one of the two ships. For Enterprise, you got to do the campaign, right? So it makes sense that that's not in there. And then, of course, there's other stuff. If you receive a commander, you will always get a new Star Trek commander until you have all 4 commanders available. Keep that in mind, because I'm going to go and check the missions, and I think I saw one of the commanders you can get from doing missions. But yeah, obviously you can spend more doubloons to get more crates. Duh. Or you can just straight up, if you absolutely have to have one of these particular things, you can buy them. Right? Obviously, don't buy the Enterprise skin unless you're going to buy the campaign and complete it, right? And same with Picard. Like, you probably wouldn't want to spend... Don't buy Picard unless you're going to use the Enterprise and use them on there. So I think he's very tailored to that. So it does look like you can get at least... We'll go into these and buy these. Replicator crates, you can get 2. One for silver. So I call this free-ish, right? So you have to have enough silver. Yeah, only looks like it lets you buy 1. I know with the hybrid crates, the Independence Day crates, you could buy like 5 for silver and global XP. So it's only letting you buy 1, so you'll get 2. You know, 1 for global XP and 1 for silver. And then there's a mission to, I'll go into it. Actually, I was going to check the calendar event just to double check. So yeah, the calendar event is strictly for the hybrids and Independence Day stuff, right? So there's no Star Trek crates in the calendar event, but there are some of those hybrid crates if you're trying to get the hybrid ships unlocked. You know, do the calendar event, make sure you get those crates from there. Yeah, so it looks like if you complete all the steps in here, and it looks like these look just play the game, right? It doesn't tier 1 to legendary. It doesn't show a ship or country requirement or anything for any of these. And if you complete everything, you'll get Picard automatically. So you can get Picard for free. And then here at the 5th level, it looks like you can get a Star Trek crate here as well. So maybe with how the crates are supposed to work, maybe my suggestion would be make sure you go in here and get to this step to get, actually complete this, right? So that you automatically get Picard, so that you don't accidentally get Picard from, although it says if you already had Picard, you would get a different commander, right? So maybe that doesn't matter then. I was going to say you should complete this first, but I don't think that matters. So you can get, you know, because if it said if you already have the commander, you'll get a different commander, right? So it's like, you know, if you get a commander, it's a guaranteed new commander that you don't have, right? Okay, so fair enough. Skyward Fury. So there should be 3 of these missions in here for the Impendium currency for the new hybrids that this was out last week, right? So I had already completed the other 2, but you can get Independium, this currency. You can get 1,000 from each of these missions, even if you don't unlock the hybrid, right? So, like the first one here was just cruiser. So you can always do the first step of each of those missions and get 3,000 Independium. But I did get Nebraska and Connecticut from, you know, free-ish crate drops, right? And then I think what I'm gonna do, I don't think I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna get my free daily crate. You know, Independence Day stuff's still in here too. Just tab over to it, right? You can still spend your money here. But so Louisiana's the ultimate prize here, and so I'm at 10,000 Independium for free-ish, right? And it costs 27,000. I don't think I'm gonna pay. You gotta buy a bunch of those random bundles because you'll get 500 Independium for each random bundle you get. So that's quite a bit of cash, even with my free-ish head start, right? You can buy more hybrid crates in here, and then like I said, if you didn't notice, they're gone from my store now because I already bought them. But you can buy some of the hybrid crates for silver and for global XP as well. But I think what I'll probably do is probably get like the Delaware skin, and then I don't know, maybe the Louisiana skin. I like how it's with the Star Trek collab. You looking at chips is now on the Star Trek bridge. So great. Yeah, I mean, I think I might buy this skin. I like these hybrid ships, right? I didn't get the Delaware, at least not yet, right? So I might have to actually play and get it after early access is over. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe I buy the Louisiana skin because it will be, you will get Louisiana is supposedly going to be a Bureau project next year. So, you know, if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to buy the virtual ship for a bunch of Independium, wait it out and get it for free from a Bureau project next year. And then you can buy more hybrid crates. So, I don't know, I would say if you didn't get all the hybrid ships, you know, buy 1 or 2 of the skins, depending on how much Independium you got. And then maybe buy, or there were commander items and stuff too. You know, you could buy those, and then if you want to try and get your last ship, like me, if I want to try and get my Delaware, maybe I spend my last few Independium on, you know, some hybrid crates, right? I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be our video for today. So this is the Enterprise skin. I think this looks pretty cool. Like, it looks great, but I wasn't crazy. Like, the Enterprise is really freaking well-known, cool American carrier, right? Like, that's, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I watched some of the cooler YouTubers playing the ship, and I was like, you know, some of them weren't impressed, and I kind of wasn't impressed. So, but yeah, this looks freaking sweet, and yeah, the bridge, they did a good job. This looks cool too, for viewing ships and stuff. But yeah, that's our video for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you're, you know, liking and subscribing and all that other garbage. Right, see you next time.